Hello, this is Christina Mattis, and you are about to view a photo montage with images depicting what the American dream might be. Before I continue, I want to give a disclaimer that none of these images are mine. I collected these images by searching American Dream through Google Images. And so if you would like to find the sources or the actual images seen here, I would suggest going and doing the same. So as we see on this introductory slide, we see the American flag, we see the Statue of Liberty, we see the eagle, the nation's bird. And so perhaps these three symbols are what depict the American dream. This slide here provides some positive outlooks on the American dream, and we'll start by going clockwise. At the top left-hand corner, we see a couple sitting at what looks like the breakfast table. There's a toaster on the oven, on the table, excuse me, indicating that they have the financial means to have appliances. She's hugging her husband, they're smiling, they're happy. Moving on to the black and white photo, we see a couple. His arm is around her. She's clasping her hands out of joy. They are able to live the city life. They have a car, a telephone. They have everything that they possibly imagined. Moving on to that colorful photo, we see a house in the background, a family. We see a piggy bank in the front, again suggesting to save money for the future. And then in the top right-hand corner, we see a family photo. Two parents, a few kids, they're smiling, they're happy, they're having a good time. Moving below, we see a couple looking onto a home, suggesting that that is their home, which then indicates that they have the financial means to have a home, to purchase a home, to put down a down payment, and perhaps take out a mortgage. The photo below that, we see two girls, each holding a sign saying, "We're rebuilding the American dream." They have smiles on their faces. They don't seem upset with whatever the American dream was, because they have the opportunity to rebuild it to meet their needs. And then we see, of course, a stack of money. Again, financial stability, the American dream. Do you have the money to live comfortably? Just above that, we see another family photo. Father, mother has the apron on her. She's holding what looks like a chocolate cake. The kids are surrounding her. Everyone's excited, smiling, happy. Then the photo to the left of that, we see a father with his daughter on his shoulders. Mom is in the background playing what looks like patty cake with their other daughter. They have a home. Again, smiling, happy. And what we've seen so far are nuclear families. The one mother, one father, a few kids, all smiling. We haven't seen much diversity in what the family is, which of course now we know that families can take the shape and form of many different varieties. But in essence, the American dream, every family deserves a chance. We see on this slide some negative depictions of what the American dream is. And so starting at the top with the black and white photo, we see a homeless person with his or her belongings on the bench. Below the bench, there's a tarp hanging, suggesting that this person needs some shelter from the current weather conditions, especially because this person is wearing a knit hat, long sleeves and pants. That's definitely not what this person was probably anticipating with their definition of the American dream. And so the photo to the right is American dream with burned edges. In essence, it's disintegrating, it's burning, it's becoming destroyed. And just below that, we see Two photos, greed killed the American dream. Rest in peace, American dream. It's killed, it's dead, it's no longer existing. But what's interesting is the word greed. Who was greedy? And perhaps was someone simply selfish? And so the middle photo, then moving to the left, the American dream is over. It's no longer existing, which perhaps suggests that at one time it did exist. The photo just below that, the Wall Street black and white image with the milk carton, missing middle-class American dream. It's missing. Where did it go? It just up and disappeared. And one reason being is perhaps the final photo, we see the couple with their teeth shown as fangs. They're angry, they're livid because their home was foreclosed. At one point they had the financial stability to have a home, and then at one point something happened to this middle class couple to where they were no longer able to make payments, and so the banks foreclosed their home. Tragic, sad, again, the negative aspect of the American dream. This slide, however, shows a few ambiguous images. Ambiguous in the sense that they're neither good, but they're neither bad. Either bad. It's just, I don't see any difference between good or bad. I think that's right down the middle, perhaps. Obviously, you might disagree with me, but let's start with the drawing, the new American dream. We see that this photo suggests that the old American dream no longer works. Whatever the definition was no longer works. So let's revise the definition. Be remarkable, be generous, connect with people. Perhaps it's not the material items, perhaps it's being human and humane. The top right-hand image has adapted the classic American Gothic portrait to the materialistic, just materialism, consumerism. We see that both the man and woman are talking on cell phones, or at least they're holding cell phones to their ears. She's drinking some espresso. She's got pearls around her neck. Sunglasses, because of course sunglasses make you look so important. They have a satellite dish on their roof. He is holding a golf club, suggesting that he has financial means for leisurely activities, or he's retired and has the time now to play some golf. But again, is this where the American dream has gone to pure consumerism and materialism, or not? Is this just, this could be a good thing, or it could be a bad thing. You take it however which way you want. The bottom right-hand corner photo shows three boys. They're happy, they're smiling, they're great, they're having a good time. Perhaps they don't know that their parents are struggling and trying to make ends meet. Again, we don't know what type of household they're going into. We don't know what their living conditions are like. We don't know if they're able to have nutritious food on their tables. So again, this photo, it could be great or it could be bad. We just don't know. The middle image, the American dream is not a handout. Again, not a negative statement, but may not also be a positive statement. The American dream was presented to people that, hey, come on over, you will succeed. You just find yourself a job, try hard, work hard, and you will succeed. Well, perhaps that promise to people meant, okay, well then give me a job. I'm here, give me a job so I can make some money. Who knows? Just like in that previous slide, we saw the image that said greed killed the American dream. Well, again, was it greed by people wanting a handout, or was it selfishness by another group of people who made it very difficult for people to succeed? We don't know. And the final image is a woman holding a rifle. This image, I believe, takes on at least two different messages. One, female empowerment. She's happy, she's strong, she can hold a gun and don't mess with her. The other message that this is sending is a constitutional message. The right to bear arms. It's an amendment. It's our constitutional right. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. It's ambiguous. We don't know. Maybe you know. Maybe you have a definite viewpoint on this and a definite perspective on not just this image or any of these images on this slide, but I saw them as more ambiguous. They're neither good, but they're not bad either. This slide shows a very minuscule sampling of different polls and surveys that have been conducted in actually quite recent years, ranging from 2007, 2009 to 2011, just last year. And so we see that different prompts were provided, but all relate to the American dream, whether it is what is important for reaching the American dream, what is it to have the new American dream, what makes up the new American dream. So again, each poll and survey here has a different answer for the top ranked answers, but again, it's a nice sampling, it's a nice overview to see what do people think means the American dream. And so I am left to wonder, and what do you think the American dream is? What does it mean to you? Did it ever exist? Does it exist now or not? Has it been corrupted? Did it not exist initially and now it does? Perhaps this is a question that should be taken on an individual basis and not as a general poll and survey, because obviously the American dream means something different for everybody depending on their personal situation. And so my final question to you is, what is the next American dream? Thank you for viewing the slideshow, and I do hope that these images have provided a slightly deeper sense of and exposure to what the American dream may be.